my name's Anna and welcome back to this amazing channel all about relationship and psychology so you can be, well, the best version of yourself. Today's video is 20 questions to ask your crush. So you're probably thinking, in what scenario do I need to ask these questions? Well, it's a question to get to know that person a little bit better, to make sure that they are the best thing for you, and to obviously for you to think, do I want to date this person? Do I feel like we would get on? Are we compatible in so many different ways? And also it's questions to fill in those awkward situations, those awkward blank moments where you're like, I need to say something. But if you just remember some of the questions from this video, well, you're going to always have something amazing to say. So if you want to know those 20 questions to ask your crush, stay tuned. Are you working on any personal passion projects? This question is so good because you get to get into the mind of your crush. You get to find out all about them behind the scenes that no one else sees. You get to think, are they actually doing a hobby which is bettering them, some form of self-development, or what do they like to do in their spare time? And obviously this answer is going to just elicit an amazing conversation because they talk about what they like, you get to say whether you like it or not, or if you've done it, and it's a conversation which becomes another topic and another topic and another topic. Tell me all about your friends. This is a very sneaky question for many good reasons. When you get to ask about someone's friend circle, obviously you are finding out about them. Stay with me. Have you heard the phrase, you are the 6 people that you hang around with? If so, there is some truth behind that phrase. Naturally, we hang out with people that we feel compatible with. Those types of people that we feel, they get me, I get them. We have had similar pasts, we've had similar relationships, or maybe you have just been very close from a young age. When you get to ask someone about their friends, one, it makes the conversation a lot less awkward because then they get to talk about something they know a lot about. They get to share those embarrassing friend stories, those funny situations. Your crush gets to talk about how they met their friends, but also you get to identify what their friends are like. It could be they say, my friends are great, but one of them does drink a lot at the weekend and one of them always has bad relationships. You get to figure out what role your crush plays in the friend group. It could be they are the mother hen and you think, do I want to date someone that's happy to just care for everyone? Is that slightly toxic? Or you get to find out that they actually don't have many friends, which is a bit of a warning sign, but also maybe they don't have friends that are actually in person. They have online friends, which is then another avenue to say, okay, so why don't you have physical friends? What's wrong with us people in 4D? Why are you choosing to hang out with people online? And it just opens up a big corridor of conversation. Obviously, I am going to love any form of psychology. This is a brilliant question, and that is, what is the best advice you have ever been given? You may have to wait a couple of moments for your crush to think, let me actually ponder about this one. But the things that you're going to hear is brilliant. By actually asking this question, your crush sees you as a very philosophical type of person, very calm, collected, emotionally mature, and just very curious about that person. So depending on the advice you are given, it could be a funny situation, it could be a sad situation, but you get to fully understand your crush and it builds some form of rapport together where you can share those very meaningful situations. What's the best present you have ever given someone, and also the best present you have ever received? This is just a really cute, very sentimental question. Not only do you find out some amazing gift ideas that they have given and obviously received, you get to hear some of those really awkward, cringy stories because naturally they are going to follow up this question with, I was actually given this one time and it was really awful. Plus, here is a little bit of sneaky psychology. We naturally, unless we are amazing gift givers and we get it right, by default, we give people gifts that we wish we would get ourselves. So if this person says, oh, it's brilliant, I once got this person an engraved bracelet, lots of amazing flowers, and a personalized teddy bear, you get to think, okay, this is an ideal gift that I should be giving to my crush. Brilliant. Do you have any fears? Not only irrational fears of teddy bears, spiders, whatever it may be, but fears about how to do something in life such as public speaking, or possibly even just talking out loud to people in a small group. This is a great thing to identify. So one, you're not ever going to put your crush on a very sticky spot in a bad situation where they are left to literally feel like they're fending for their life, but you get to understand someone. And remember, being able to share these secret things is a great rapport compatibility builder. Do you want to be in a relationship? Now, this is a question if you are flirting with someone that you aren't too sure what they are feeling back. If you are very good friends with someone and you really do have the hots for them, you can gently take the relationship up a level and just say, very ballsily, do you want to be in a relationship? You're not actually saying, do you want to have a relationship with me, but in general, do you want to have one? Because depending on their answer should make you understand what your next steps would be. If they say yes, you want to try and seduce them, let them know how awesome you are. But if they say, you know what, I'm happy to be single, then you run. You don't wait around for this person, otherwise you will end up in the friend zone. What is your most embarrassing moment? We all have embarrassing situations, some of us more than others, but this is a great rapport builder to actually lower your walls and have a laugh with your crush. And the more of an emotional spectrum you can feel with your crush, the likely they are to actually want to be with you. So make your crush feel the embarrassment, the anger, the upset, the happiness, the positivity, the energetic charisma side of life, a whole heap of emotions, and you're well on your way to getting your crush thinking, I want to get to know you a little bit better. How do you relax? Such a brilliant question. Brilliant because you get to identify how they actually are as a person. Are they introverted? Are they extroverted? Because opposites apparently attract, but not if you are an introvert. There's nothing worse than wanting to just recharge at the end of the day after hanging out with lots of people to then have to find out you've got to relax with an extrovert. It's just too extreme. This is a brilliant thing to also find out what they like to do on their days off when they don't have a to-do list, so you know what you can provide to cheer them up. For example, if she turns around and says to you, I like to have a bubble bath with loads of bath bombs and candles, well, you can actually buy her some fancy bath bombs and some candles, and you definitely go up high in the attraction league tables. Or if he says, you know what, I just really love to binge horrible, cheesy, scary movies and order a cheese pizza. Then you offer to do that on date night. Amazing. What's your love language? Very, very sneaky question. If you know anything about love languages, then brilliant. If you don't, there is a book that I recommend you buy by Gary Chapman. It's all about identifying how you want to be loved and how you should love other people. If you know the love language of your crush, then you know how he or she wants to feel appreciated. You know it could be words of affirmation, it could be gifts, it could be quality time, whatever it is, you then know how you can make them feel good. And if you want to know more about this magnificent book, there is a link down below in the description box. Let's lay off the psychology for a second and have a very casual conversation topic. Very simple. What TV character do you relate to the most? Not only do you find out what they like to watch, but it's a case of building some form of bond with each other. For example, if you've both seen Breaking Bad, you can actually combine your thoughts about this and have a brilliant conversation about the elements of Breaking Bad. Or perhaps you prefer cartoons like Family Guy or The Simpsons. If you relate to very similar characters, it's a great bond to build. Okay, I can't help myself. Back to the psychology. What is the one rule to live by? And another, what would you tell your 16-year-old self? This is a really sweethearted question. You get to identify the troubles that someone has already experienced and also if they have learned their own lessons from what life has thrown at them. Want to find out if your crush is lazy or very, very energetic, dream chasing and ready to go out there and make something in the world? Then this is the question. Tell me about your typical day. You get to find out how they start their day. What's the first thing they do? Do they clean their teeth, then have breakfast, or breakfast and clean their teeth? Because I know people that clean their teeth and then have breakfast. That's just crazy. What do? You get to find out if they are a coffee person, a tea person, if they want to let the cat out in the morning, or if they have a house cat. You find out so much by just asking this simple question. What food don't you like? One great question to identify allergies, but also if you ever get a chance to have a date with your crush, you know where to take them for the restaurant date. What are your house rules? This can be a big pet peeve for people. For me, I hate it when people come to my house leaving their shoes on. It just creeps me out. But if you get to identify what their house rules are, it means you are always putting your best foot forwards, pun intended, when you actually go to their house or if you do meet each other. What was your first impression of me? Cheeky, but quite a little bit flirty, I would say. What counts as cheating to you? This type of question is going to take that mediocre, very funny, stranger-esque, awkward conversation and then take it up a notch to actually being in a relationship, because you are saying, hey, we are just friends, but let me know, what do you feel about cheating? What counts as cheating to you? Plus, this is a great bonding situation to have because it's very intimate, this subject. And obviously, the more intimate subjects you can have with your crush, the more likely they are to actually consider dating you. How do you argue? A great question to identify whether this person has red flags. For example, if they tell you and they admit, I do a bit of name calling and then I storm out and probably don't come back home for about 3 hours, that's a bit of a red flag. But if you feel like someone is very much, I just want to get to the bottom of things, I let that person have space, we want to talk it out eventually so that we can apologize and things can go back to normal, this is a healthy person. What's something weird that you find attractive? We all have quirks and crazy things that we find attractive that other people don't. And this is a really funny question to have. The most important question of all, what is your favorite pizza topping? I believe you can really identify a person based on what they actually put on top of the pizza. For example, you know someone is a crazy maniac if they have pineapple. I'm joking. But let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite pizza topping? And there we go, we've reached the end of the video. If you want to binge some more, click right here. Or if you want to get your name up on our super fan board, then all you have to do is be a member of our Joyanima monthly membership. Details will be down below. Like and subscribe. See you soon.